Hey guys, how's it going? This is Stanley. So today in this tutorial, I'm going to introduce you guys how to get prepared for the Chinese New Year in 2019 for your dropshipping business. As we all know that dropshipping business, your reputation, your customer satisfaction, and your reviews is always based on how your supplier behaves, how quickly they send the package out, and how they do the quality control, and how they the communication and fast responses when there is something wrong happens. So I'm going to introduce you guys about how to be prepared for the Chinese New Year, because if you are forced if this is the first time you buy products from Chinese supplier, maybe you don't have any idea about what is Chinese New Year. Okay, so I'm going to introduce you guys from three parts. The first part will be what is Chinese New Year. What is Chinese New Year? So in China, Chinese New Year, we always call it Spring Festival. We call it a Spring Festival. This is one of the most important festival in Chinese culture. Every Chinese people, they will go home and have a reunion with their family members. And for example, take me as an example. In modern China, most of the people, the places they grown up, and the places they are working at, usually far away. For example, like me, my home, the place I grown up, it's about 1,000 kilometers from the place I work. Okay, and in the Spring Festival holidays, me, my wife, and my kids, we will go back to my mother and my father's home, and we will have a reunion with my sister, my brother, like this. So this is most of the Chinese people, they will do exactly like me. They will bring their small family, go back to the big community, big family. And there is a differences between the Chinese calendar, the Chinese old calendar, the traditional calendar, and the international calendar. So the Spring Festival is always about 1 month or even a little bit more later than the international calendar. So Spring Festival is based on the Chinese New Year. It is the beginning of the Chinese traditional calendar of the New Year. Okay, this is a Spring Festival. And let's take a look at the holiday begins at let me take. Okay, here you can see a calendar. This is the international calendar everyone use. We use. Everyone use. This is January. Okay, so the Chinese spring, the Chinese New Year begins at February. Let's take a look. Okay, here this is February, and as you can see, on 2nd February, this is the beginning of the traditional Chinese New Year. So this is a February the 2nd and till the 10th of February. This is a holiday. This is a national holidays for everyone. National holidays for everyone. I'm going to write this on the X mind. Okay. Begins the national holiday arrangements from the 2nd February to the 10th February. Okay, this is a national holiday arrangement, but you are dealing, most of the drop shippers, you are dealing with the factories, or you are dealing with the sellers on Aliexpress or Alibaba. So the holiday from the factory have is different from the national holidays. So there will be two holidays. The second one is the factory holidays arrangements. Let's take a look at this. So for the factories, most of the factories, they usually have holiday earlier than the national holidays. Let's take a look at this. Most of the factories, they will have holiday from here. It's January 20th, because January 28th, because January 28th is it's about 7 days left for the new year. In this way, in this day, it is a little year of the Chinese Spring Festival. It's a Chinese New Year, so we call this in Chinese tradition language code. It's called 小年. So this is a Chinese small year. So from this day, people will start to have start to have holidays from factory. So it's 28th January, and when the factory's workers and the factory, service guy, when they come back, most of the people, they will come back at about 19th February. Why? Because this is 19th February is 元宵节, 元宵 festival. After people finish this festival, they think, okay, the holiday is about to over, so we can go back to factory. This is for some early people. Someone they even work late. For some of the people, they even come back late. For example, like the workers in the factory, they maybe come back to work in January or even late. So I'm going to write this down. The factory holiday arrangements, it's about from the 28th January to 19th February. There is one thing I forgot to mention. It should be the 12th of February. Most of the online business, they start to work on 12th. Why they start to work on 12th? Because this is the 8th. This is the 8th day of the new year. In Chinese pronunciation, 8, it means it has the same pronunciation as wealth in China, in Chinese. So the people, the business people, they think wealth, it is a good symbol to start the business for the whole year. So this is the 12th. I'm going to write it here, 12th February. So the factory and online business sellers, their holiday arrangements are mainly start from 26th January to 12th or 19th February. Okay, so this is how the Chinese New Year holiday arrangements. Okay, this is first the holiday time. The second topic is how the Chinese New Year affect to, oh, I think I typed it wrong, affect to your drop shipping business. How does CNY affect to your drop shipping business? As we know that the holiday, it lasts about nearly 1 month. It's about 3 weeks. So what that 3 weeks means? 3 weeks means you continuously have sales or orders coming in, but you don't know what is the inventory status from your supplier. So when they come back from the holidays and they say, sorry, we are out of stock, so it will be a bomb for you, for your business. So how the Chinese New Year affect your dropshipping business? The first thing is your inventory may be out of stock without being noticed. Okay, your inventory may be out of stock without being noticed because it's quite a long time. Okay, this is first one, the first issue. It might happen to you. The second one is the second one is your orders fulfillments are delayed about 3 to 4 weeks. Your order fulfillments are delayed about 3 to 4 weeks. Okay, because because if you don't have any awareness or communication with your supplier, and you don't know when they start to work, when they start to have holidays and when they will back to work again, you are totally you don't have any ideas. When they are having holidays and they told you, sorry, we are on holidays, it will be very bad for your dropshipping business because you have nothing to do, and right, you have to find new suppliers. But new suppliers, they are also on holidays. This is what happened on the CNY period. The CNY period, it's this, from 2nd February to the 10th February. Okay, and there is a recovery time for all the factories and the online business like Alibaba or Aliexpress sellers. There is a time for the recovery because on the 12th of February, the company owners, they will come, but not everyone, not every worker, not every colleague, not everyone will come back to come back to work. There is a recovery time. It's slowly, gradually, the people will come back again. So it is the same from every factory and every places in China. So this is first, and the second that you may affected by the Chinese New Year. And third one is your inventory. No, it's not inventory. It's inventory still exists, but exist, but no one to send the package out. Okay, and the last one is the production lead time. The production lead time are usually longer than the production lead time before Chinese New Year. So, for example, there is one product that sells very good, but when they come back, they send all the packages out, and they found there are still 100 or maybe 500 pieces left, 500 pieces out of stock. So they will need a supplement for the inventory, and they will contact with they will reproduce. So the production lead time takes usually longer than the production lead time before Chinese New Year. The production lead time are usually longer. Okay, this is how the Chinese New Year affect your dropshipping business. Okay, the next, let's take a look at if we have any solutions or anything that we can be done before the Chinese New Year happen. So how to get prepared before the Chinese New Year for your dropshipping business. How to get prepared before the Chinese New Year for your dropshipping business. Okay, so I believe the communication is very important. Communicate with your supplier. This is the fourth thing you need to do. You need to communicate with your supplier and ask them to give you some very important information. For example, the first information is when will you start to have holiday? The first question is when will you start to have holidays? The second one is when will you be back to work again? So this is when they will have holiday, and this is when they will back to work. And is it same for the warehouse? Is it same for the warehouse? Because most of the dropshipping business or retail business on Aliexpress, the warehouse time is different as the usual time. So is it same for the warehouse? So you can confirm if there is anyone to send my package. You can confirm with them, is there anyone to send packages during the festival? Okay, so this is about the holiday arrangements. So this is about the holiday arrangements. When will you be back to work again? When will you start to have holiday? When will you be back again? And is there someone? Is it same in the warehouse? And if there is anyone to send package during the holidays. Okay, so this is a holiday arrangements. The second one is inventory. So because so how to say this? The inventory, it is very important. So you need to do a good inventory management. You need to do a good inventory management. You can calculate the numbers. For example, like how many pieces you sold this article, this product last year, or how many pieces you are going to sell this product in the next 3 weeks. In the next 3 weeks. Okay. In the next 3 weeks. So, according to the numbers, you need to have you can calculate how much you are going to sell and make a very good preparation for your inventory. This is super important. And as long as the inventory problem is confirmed, you need to confirm if there is anyone to send package during the festival. If there is not, what is the latest time for you to send the packages out? So this is holiday arrangement, this is the inventory. So the communication, I believe it is very important. Okay, and this is communicate with your supplier. And the next thing is customer part. The first one is to make your customer have awareness of the holiday. Make your customer have some awareness, or we can say it in different way. Maybe the possible delays. You need to make your customer aware of the possible delays. Okay. Because if you don't know this, you cannot communicate with your customer. And I think there is also some smart techniques you can use. For example, like pre-order with discount. Pre-order with discount or bonus. Every customer, they want make some, they want make some, they want get some discount, right? So for some new items, you can do it like pre-order or pre-sale. We can say pre-order or pre-sale, and you need to let your customer know this product will be sent delivery. You will have a date to let your customer know when you will send the package out. Okay, so this is a customer part. And there is also other solutions. Okay, other solutions. Okay. For example, like we have the USA warehouse, which we don't have holiday for Chinese New Year. Okay, So we have the USA warehouse, which we don't have holidays on CNY, so you can put your inventory in our warehouse in the USA. So in this way, I think you can avoid the possible delays. Okay, so this is some of my introductions for the Chinese New Year and what it may be affected to a dropshipping business and how we get prepared before the CNY for the dropshipping business. Okay, so I hope all of you will have a very prosperous and blessed 2019. Okay, so much for this tutorial. Okay, I'm going to see you in the next video. See you. Bye bye.